Mike Moore Media, the first place to hear Rockingham County news and information.
Rockingham County Today is sponsored by Tire Max Total Car Care. 6 Triad locations, including Eden and Madison, open Monday through Friday. Eden Police Arrest Report. Jonathan Delane Hairston, 208 Adams Street, driving while impaired. Jody Preston Doss, 710 Land Street, statutory rape. Robert Ray Perkins, 165 Nance Street, shoplifting. Kyle Austin Winther, 309 Hollingsworth Street, felony possession of methamphetamine and simple assault. Jared Ryan Hooker, 1007 Willow Street, assault on a female and injury to personal property. Leroy Ellis, 2901 South Van Street, Reedsville, felony possession of cocaine, possession of a firearm by a felon, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Cameron Laverne Martin, 304 Wall Street, Madison, felony possession of fentanyl, possession of marijuana, and drug paraphernalia. Michael Lawan Holmes, 420 Piedmont Street, Reedsville, driving while impaired and possession of marijuana. Eden Fire Chief Todd Harden has announced his retirement after serving the community for more than 20 years. Effective September 1st, Harden joined the department in 1990 as a volunteer firefighter. Deputy Chief James Slaughter will step in as acting chief as the city begins working on the process of filling the vacancy. With an increase in black bear sightings around the county, Reedsville Police Department has issued 6 at-home Be BearWise Basics. Never feed or approach bears. Secure food, garbage, and recycling. Remove bird feeders when bears are active. Never leave pet food outdoors. Clean and store grills. Alert neighbors to bear activity. Plus additional tips. I've shared this information on our Facebook page. It's supported by state wildlife agencies to help people live responsibly with black bears. Now, Rockingham County weather from Shiloh Airport. Today, a 30% chance of scattered showers, high 94, low 71. Friday, a 70% chance of thunderstorms, high 89. Saturday, 60% chance of rain, high 85. Sunday, 40% chance, high 79. Triad record highs and lows on this day: 101, 1977, 51, 1972. Get current weather information anytime at mikemore.media, along with Rockingham, our live stream 24-hour weather camera, powered by heat and air controllers. You can depend on them for year-round comfort, whatever the weather. Looks like I've reached that time in my life when there seems to be a lot of doctor's appointments on the calendar. I just saw my gastroenterologist. Got to pick up a new prescription today at Lane's. I'm going to a dermatologist today for the first time. That's probably another prescription. May have Lane's deliver that one. I can always depend on them. Prompt, accurate, efficient. Great customer service. Lane's Family Pharmacy, Highway 14 Eden. County-wide prescription delivery.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on Mike Moore Media. The Browns have finally traded Baker Mayfield. They sent him to the Carolina Panthers for a future draft pick. Cleveland will pay $10.5 million of Mayfield, $18.8 million deal for next season. The Panthers will pay $4.8 million. Mayfield will take a $3.5 million pay cut. The trade won't be finalized until Mayfield passes a physical. The teams will square off in this season's opener in Charlotte. The first round of the NHL draft is tonight in Montreal. The Canadiens have the first overall pick. No first round selections for the Hurricanes. They'll pick 60th overall near the bottom of the second round. The Nationals beat the Phillies 3-2 in Philadelphia Wednesday. Kyle Schwarber went deep twice for Philly. Josiah Gray struck out a career-high 11. The Braves shut out the Cardinals 3-0. Max Fried improved to 9-2. 4 strikeouts, no runs, 5 hits allowed over 6 full. Still 2.5 games behind the first-place Mets, who beat the Reds 8-3. For lightning fast sports updates, download the Score app. It's free and one of the most popular sports apps in North America. That's the Sports Flash. Chuck Sanders, Mike Moore Media.
podcast preview, Lee Mitchell, director of the Madison Mid-End Recreation Department. That'll be on all of our social media platforms, including iHeartRadio this morning around 9:30. Trying to get back on schedule with everything, looking ahead, Friday. Lyle Milligan will be in our Mike Moore Media Studios talking with Reverend Rosetta Badgett, Associate Minister of Jerusalem United Holy Church in Reidsville. Here's a great way to start your day, Twisted Biscuit Deli and Market. Homemade buttermilk cathead biscuits, fresh bagels, fluffy croissants, and fresh-made Amish white bread. Brisket biscuits, gravy biscuits, baby pancakes, peach cobbler, eggs and bacon, sausage, tenderloin, all kinds of cheeses, country ham, liver pudding, all of your favorites. Plus a big selection of deli sandwiches for lunch and dinner. Twisted Biscuit Deli and Market, inside Sophisticated Rubbish on Monroe Street in Uptown Eden. Now the community calendar, sponsored by Night Owl National Stoneworks in Eden. Granite, quartz, and marble for commercial and residential. The Farmers Market at Market Square in downtown Reidsville is open Thursday and Friday, 7 to 1, with a big selection of fruit, vegetables, baked goods, and local artisans. Bands on the Dan at Grogan's Riverfront, NC 704 Madison. Band of Oz, Saturday. Gates open at 6. Food on site, BYOB. Church in the Park. First Wesleyan Church worship service at Freedom Park in Eden, Sunday at 10:30, followed by lunch and other activities. Monumental Vacation Bible School at Covington Wesleyan Church, Van Street Extension, Reidsville, July 10th through 14th, 6:30 till 9. Register online. Annual Ice Cream Social at the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce, Thursday, July 14th, 4:30 to 7:30. Register online. Beachin Barbecue Bash in downtown Madison, Saturday, July 16th, 12 till 9. Summer games, food trucks, classic soul R&B by Moxie. Now today's Consumer Report, sponsored by Buy Right Supermarket, a family tradition since 1965. Fresh produce, butcher shop, weekly grocery specials, and now at their new location, Dave's Deli and Hot Bar. Buy Right Supermarket, Ellisboro Road, Stokesdale. Open every day.
After rising to $130 a barrel and taking gas prices to a record high, oil prices have been falling, slipping below $100 a barrel for the first time since mid-May. Gas Buddy's Patrick DeHaan tells Consumer Affairs recession fears could send gas prices below $4 a gallon by year's end. Sales of new cars and trucks dropped sharply in June, but the prices buyers paid remained elevated as consumers competed for the limited supply. Cox Automotive estimates U.S. car sales were only 1.2 million units, 7.5% lower. Consumers may soon enjoy new protections when they shop for a new or used car. The Federal Trade Commission has proposed a new rule that would eliminate some sales tactics that have annoyed car buyers for decades, such as bait-and-switch advertising. I'm Mark Huffman. Learn more at consumeraffairs.com.
Now we'll take a look at today in history. 7-7. Sounds like a lucky day, doesn't it? 1754, King's College opened in New York City. It was renamed Columbia College 30 years later. 1930, construction began on Boulder Dam, later Hoover Dam, on the Colorado River. 1949, Seal Test Bar and Grill opened on Bridge Street in Leakesville. 1994, Amazon.com, Inc. was founded. Listen up, here's lunch. It's National Macaroni Day, and it's National Strawberry Sundae Day. You can get one of those strawberry sundaes, lots of ice cream at Sophisticated Rubbish in Uptown Eden. I'll just mention that right there, too. Now let's see who's celebrating on the Birthday Club. Okay, lots of names for July 7th. You can text birthdays anytime to 336-932-1881. Justin Alexander Hazlip, 25. Donna Rees, Chelsea Bird, Steve Aponic, Danny East, May Dixon. Let's see here. Jennifer Gonzalez, Geraldine Bowers, Elias Meadows, Jessica Lee Barber, Chelsea Fulton. All for Thursday. Happy birthday, everyone. Chelsea Fulton, Jessica Lee Barber, Elias Meadows, Geraldine Bowers, Donna Rees, Justin Alexander Hazlip, May Dixon, Jennifer Gonzalez, Danny East, Robin Barber, Steve Aponic, and Chelsea Bird. Hope you have a wonderful birthday. Now, tomorrow, I'll have birthdays for Friday and Saturday. And then we'll recap the entire week going back to Sunday, and we'll have a drawing and our weekly winner on the Birthday Club getting giveaways from these Eden businesses: Domino's Pizza, Divine Nutrition, Biscuitville, That Little Pork Shop, Ingrid's Cupcakes and Confections, Wendy's, Carolina Fuels, and Vernon Family Dairy. Thank you, Birthday Club sponsors. Now some big name birthdays: Ringo Starr, 82, Jim Gaffigan, 56, Shelley Duvall, 73.
Here's author Philip Gully with today's Hometown Tale.
Early one spring, I was walking down the Meeting House Lane on my way to the office. I saw a duck waddle out of the woods and across the lawn. While ducks often fly over the premises, it is unusual to see one gadding about on the ground. The next Sunday, we held an Easter egg hunt for the children in our congregation. 20 screaming children were loosed on the grounds in search of eggs. The duck emerged from the woods, curious about this human invasion. Her eyes were bugged out, her duck walk slow and tentative. A toddler spied her nest of eggs and wobbled her direction. The duck rocketed back to her nest, her feathers raised and ruffled. The toddler boy had touched one of the eggs. "We might as well destroy those eggs," one man said. "Once the mother smells that human scent, she'll abandon the whole lot of them." We thought about that for a while, but decided against it when no volunteer stepped forward to do the squashing. We looked around for Mac. Mac attends our meeting and knows a great deal about nature. He is a self-taught expert on a range of topics, from duck wombs to water heaters. Mac told us to leave the duck eggs alone. He said that sometimes you just have to trust a duck to do the right thing. In midweek, I went to check on the eggs. One was missing. Raccoon, I thought to myself. The next day I checked the eggs again. They were gone. Fragments of shell littered the ground around the nest. I talked with Mac about it. He thought maybe the eggs had hatched and the mother had spirited her ducklings away. I found myself wishing it were true. In the short week I'd known the duck, I'd grown fond of her. That night I prayed for her and her young brood. I'd never prayed for a duck before, though I once beseeched the Lord on behalf of a schnauzer. I didn't tell anyone I had prayed for the duck. My theological reputation is already shaky. But I don't think it's far-fetched to believe that the God who fusses over us extends the same tender consideration to birds of the air and beasts of the field. Remember how Jesus pointed out God's care for dime a dozen birds? And if that's true for birds, then it's doubly true for ducks and cats and dogs, except for maybe poodles, which are proof positive that not everything in creation has a purpose.
Hometown Tales, a collection of stories by author Philip Gully, is available from Multnomah Publishers.
And that wraps up today's program. Let's finish with our motivational moment. If you scatter thorns, don't go barefoot. Thank you, friends, for listening. Have a wonderful day, and remember to count your blessings.